Eddie Hearns. What up, guys? This your boy T-Dub. What's blazing the sports? We are here live, guys, bringing you this live action, 15 minutes or less, giving you my very best. As I am reporting, Dillian Whyte has shot down the third offer from Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua. Guys, it's your boy T-Dub. Do me a favor, come in and smash the like button. Please subscribe now. Sharing is caring. Let's get it. So, guys, you know how I do it. I step away from work for a little bit. Got this article. I got the file. Here, the paper is right here, guys. As it says, Dillian Whyte rejects Anthony Joshua fight once again as Joshua rendies for Gerald Miller. Guys, it looks like Dillian Whyte no longer wants to play the lap boy, the side chick, the hype man for Anthony Joshua anymore. He doesn't want to be that guy that jumps in Deontay Wilder's face because he's probably feeling, I've been very loyal to you guys, and you're not treating me with the same respect, guys. Listen, and I'm going to touch on this. Remember, I freestyle a lot of this stuff, except for what I'm about to read. In a little bit, I freestyle everything else. Well, it depends on what comes in my head. But they're talking about negotiation, right? We offer you another offer. You offer us an offer. You offer you another. We offer you an offer. You know, the first offer is always a low ball offer. But I'm going to ask you a question. If you've been doing business with someone, making them lots of money, right? You guys got to remember, you guys have a good relationship, right? Shouldn't they respect you enough to not offer you a lowball offer? Shouldn't they respect you enough to offer you a respectable offer the first time around? I mean, this is somebody who you say you do good business with. Why, how come every time you come to the table, you know they're finna lowball you? Every time you come to the table, they about to lowball you. You got a 2018 Lexus. All right, we offer you $1,200 for it. You know, like what are you doing? Like, you know, this is me. We do business. I jump in people's face for you, remember? But that fight, you know, that fight could still happen, maybe, but looks like they may potentially be looking even more towards Big Baby Miller. So let's get it. Current WBC silver heavyweight champion Dillian Whyte has now rejected his third offer for a potential rematch with boxing heavyweight Anthony Joshua. It has been reported that an initial bid of near £3 million was made before it was then followed up by an increased offer of over £4 million. According to the World Boxing News, promoter Eddie Hearn has now raised the offer even more, with stakes rising to upwards of £5 million, of which has now reportedly been rejected. So they have been moving up increments of $1 million. Well, I'm sorry, not dollars, £1 million. So it went up from £3 million to £4 million to now £5 million. Looks like Dillian Whyte, I believe, was asking for £7 million. So I get it. It's the old, if he wants $7 million, we're not going to give him $7 million. We're going to give him, 3 or 4. We're going to meet in the middle. If we offer him $3 million and he won $7 million, then most likely we'll settle somewhere around 4. I get it. But it looks like Dillian Whyte is like some of those people you see on, Craigslist or anything else. It's where they say, listen, this is a firm offer, right? If you see, okay, listen, guys, this is a 2008 Honda 3000 firm, all right? That means don't go to that guy, offer them $1,500. All right, he wants $3,000. We really want to get it for $1,000. So let's see if he'll bargain. I get it, but it looks like Dillian Whyte might be trying to stand firm on this. Let's see what else we got here. All right. The most recent rejection has made Joshua and Hearn now make reservations and prepare to take their first steps towards a fight with Gerald Miller instead. This is after Miller Handler announced his interest in future bout with Joshua earlier this year. Let's see what his Big Baby Miller, what this handler has to say as I flip the page. Saying he is keen to secure the class that suits both parties. Eddie and I have a great working relationship. We have discussed this possibility sometime now. I believe the fight will happen at the right time. Joshua already knocked out Dillian Whyte. So while it may be an interesting fight in the UK, I don't know the interest for it in a world boxing terms. Miller versus Joshua is one of the biggest fights in boxing. It will happen at the right time. Boxing history will determine when the right time is. Doesn't sound like he's so confident about that fight being next, though. But what other options does Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn has? I mean, they're going to have to listen. By me reading that statement right there, it sounds to me that even though Big Baby Miller has called out Joshua, his handler doesn't sound so secure about making that fight next. And the only way you're going to get that fight next is you got to pay the Pied Piper. You got to come off that bread. You got to break bread. All right, let's check this. Bob, what's happening? How's it doing, my dude? Bob, he said, Hawk, smash that like button. Absolutely. Salute Tone Bangers. Listen, man, Tone Bangers not only make beats, but he talked that boxing talk, keeping it 100% real with it. Let's see, guys. Let's go back. All right, guys, just maybe a few more minutes for I have to run back and, do my work. But listen, man, this is not looking good for Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn. They are trying to hold that April the 13th date. But, guys, it's about to be February. It's about to be February on Friday, tomorrow, right? And you're talking about announcing a huge fight 2 months from now, in April the 13th. And everyone knew that they really wanted to fight Dillian Whyte. They didn't want to fight no Deontay Wilder. They didn't want that. They didn't want that. Listen, and now, not only are they not fighting Deontay Wilder, not only are they not fighting Tyson Fury, they might not be fighting Dillian Whyte. And now Eddie Hearn is going to have to go out there and try to recruit a new hype boy, a hype man, a side chick for Anthony Joshua to do the things that Dillian Whyte was doing. You can imagine. So I hear you're looking to replace the role that we're looking to fill for Dillian Whyte's leaving. Yes, sir, sir. Now, this is a tough job. Got to ask you some keen questions here. Yes, sir. Will you defend Anthony Joshua at all costs? Yes, sir, sir. If a true contender like Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury dare challenge Anthony Joshua, will you defend him? Yes, sir, sir. What would be your slogan if they challenge him? Let's go! Wilder, let's go! I must say, I couldn't have picked a better candidate. You got the job. Guys, that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to hire new distractions. But right now, before they get to the new distractions, they got to find someone to fight. What if, guys, listen, what if, I know it's going to be hard because some kind of way they still might make something work out. But we know they're not going to work nothing out with Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. And I'm glad because now Fury and Wilder get to be the number 1 and number 2 heavyweight in the division right now. Their fight is the biggest fight. The last fight was the biggest fight in the heavyweight division. And matter of fact, it's one of the biggest fights in boxing. Fury versus Wilder, even though a lot of people counted Fury out, and I'm not going to lie, I thought Deontay Wilder was going to knock his head off and have it rolling down one of them bowling alleys and knock down some pins. But I was wrong. And that fight turned out to be possibly the best fight of the year. And their next fight will most likely be the most anticipated fight of the year. Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Two of the best, two of the bravest, two of the strongest, two of the heavyweights that actually got balls to risk it all, to risk that to risk losing. And that's what you need, man. Like the movie Highlander. There can be only one. There can be only one. Can't be no two ones. There can only be one. And them guys are fighting for it. Anthony Joshua, he wants to be one, but he don't want to fight number ones. He don't want to fight the best contenders. Like if Anthony Joshua was an instructor in a class, he said, well, who wants to fight me? And Fury and Deontay Wilder like, pick me, pick me, pick me. He knows that's danger. He's going to pick that geeky guy in the back that's picking his nose, flicking boogers. You, back there. Dillian Whyte. You know, I'm just using an example, making some shit up, though. So, guys, like I said, come on in. Do me a favor. Hulk, smash that like button. Stomp it out. Put some baby powder on your hand and slap it really hard. Guys, enter the chat room. I didn't get a chance to catch her live, but I'm trying to catch her soon. Positive movement, too, guys. Definitely keeps a positive vibe and a real smooth meadow on her channel, guys. Something you just really relax to and just let her just tell you what it is. Robert Stanley, what's happening, Robert? Now, guys, I'm using a horrible app. Let me see if I can catch some kind of... Hold on. Let me walk in this shade over here. Hold on. All right. Positive Movement says, good morning, coming through to show love and support. Have a wonderful day. Much love, hugs, kisses. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Robert Stanley says, all roads lead to America for fights. Bro, you're right, man. For big fights. Now listen, I am not saying that you cannot fight anywhere else. I'm not saying that you cannot make money anywhere else. But as of now, when you want to make the most money you can, you have to fight over here. Because in the UT, the reason Anthony Joshua doesn't want to come off any money is because he's already capped out. So I'm just going to throw a number out there. Let's say this is average. Let's say he averages, a million pay-per-view buys, right? That number is not going to increase that much more over there. It's not. They cannot charge pay-per-view over here. It's not going to increase that much over there, which means whatever they're getting now, that's what they're getting. And anytime Anthony Joshua has to pay another fighter more money, it's coming directly out of his pockets. And that's why he don't want to come off of it. Because every million he gives Dillian Whyte is a million less he gets. Or it could be a million less between him and Eddie Hearn gets. They only got so much in the pot. But we know over here in the USA, yeah, sometimes it could do 300,000. Sometimes it could do 2 million. Sometimes it could do 4 million. And not counting the pay-per-views worldwide. So they know the potential to make money is over here. And Anthony Joshua should be kicking himself in the butt. But I get it. He didn't want to take the $50 million because he thought that money would be there later. He wanted to pretend like he wanted to fight Deontay Wilder. When he didn't. He didn't. He wanted to take some soft touches. He wanted to act like he's going to fight Deontay Wilder and take a soft touch. Then he want to come back like he's trying to make the fight. Listen, guys, and let me hurry this up because I know I'm close to my 15 minutes. But if he really wanted to fight Deontay Wilder, he would have been in the Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury fight. But I heard that he was getting his beauty sleep in. He had the black eye patches over his eyes so the sun didn't wake him up. He was in bed 10 minutes before the mega fight started. And had a do not disturb sign on his own house when nobody was there just to make sure he got his beauty sleep. But he should have been at the fight. But then after the fight, now all of a sudden, I want the biggest fight. I want the biggest fight. And then think about this. Think about this stuff. He said that He said, I got a video out right now where he said, when they asked him about, do we want to fight Tyson Fury? He said, no, he don't want to fight Tyson Fury. And then he also said that he felt Deontay Wilder won because you got to take the belt for the champion. You have to take the belt from the champion. And he didn't do that, especially on his home soil. But now he's changing his mind and he's saying that Tyson Fury won. Now he's saying Tyson Fury won. Now he wants to fight Tyson Fury. The truth is, not Deontay Wilder, but Anthony Joshua is feeling like he's missing out. So in order to be the top dog still and still try to hold some kind of control, he's trying to break up the rematch between Fury versus Wilder by trying to at least act or maybe even fight one of them. Because if he would have fought one of them, and let's say assuming he won, it would have still left them more power over the other person. But by them guys doing a rematch, the winner of Deontay Wilder versus Fury will be the #1 heavyweight champion in the world. Hands down. Will the Magic Man in the building. Salute, Will Magic Man. What it do? This is your boy T-Dub. You already know. I'm back yet again slapping another hater in the face with a bologna sandwich. Let's get it. He says, salute T-Dub. We here. We are. But it is my time. Please like, please subscribe. Please tell a friend, tell a friend. Keep the moving going. 5,000 and grinding. Let's get it, guys. I'm out.